Okay, it looks like there's a power outage today. Little overcast. Not overcast is never turn me on. But something about the clouds and her mixed, right? Okay. Why am I bringing up that? It's a line to Raspberry Beret by the artist Holman Jonas Prince. Okay. Now, since it's an overcast day, I could use the reference in his song and use it as a educational type, informational type weather report. What is that? A weather report. So I'm using Prince's line from the song to say it's an overcast day, so they don't turn me on either. I'm agreeing with the statement. All right. Now, I don't mean I hate it to the point I know they're not going to be overcast days either here. That's not a problem. Right. Where the lights go off in the city. That's another one by who? Journey. Lead singer Steve Perry. And the sun shines off the bed. Ooh, I wanna be there in my city. Whoa. So you think you're lonely? Well, especially in the radio version, right? Not all the versions, right? You can sing it differently too, Steve, right? But again, I want to get back to my city by the bay. And we assume that's maybe San Francisco Bay, I guess. All right. Am I right? That's a guess. Right or wrong? Sure. Okay, that's called an educated guess because, I didn't write the song. Steve or whoever did, right? And they're talking about the city by the bay, and we assume that's San Francisco, right? Could be wrong. There's Tampa Bay. There's San Francisco Bay, right? Even New York might have a bay, but anyway. Come on, Muppy. Right. But if you are a good impersonator, that's what you do. Impersonate. Now, it's not a crime to do that with a song while you're singing with your speaking voice, right? It's no different to impersonate that than the human voice where you're changing it to match someone else's voice, right? If I want to sound like a presidential candidate, I just alter my voice a little bit. Maybe based on Robert Kennedy or John F. Kennedy. But I still want to sound a little different. Maybe more closer to Obama. Don't know. Well, again, I'm just doing it a little bit different. Not quite. John or Bob. Bob. Turn you down the Bob. Down the Bob. You're not the Bob. Banana up. That's from the Muppet Show, right? You gotta give credit where credit is due. Yeah. I'm taking that from the Muppet Show. But how long is it? A few seconds, right? Of the song. But that's all the song is, but But I can do both parts, the low and the high, right? That's why I'm teaching you impersonation and change your voice, right? Like it or not. I'm not asking your permission. And if you keep responding to me, you're my audience. When a person does a video from home and they're by themselves. They're trying to reach out in a capacity to someone else, even if you don't like what they're saying. Exactly. And that's what I mean about some people in the church changing the belief of the church 325 years later, like they can really do that. No, you can't. There's a reason the Gnostics were teaching what they were teaching, and there's a reason the Orthodox were teaching what they were teaching. But you're supposed to listen to both sides and make your own determination of who's telling the truth, right? But there's a truth in all things you're talking about, right? But there's also a lie. Right. You gotta determine which is which. And you don't just know it by observation or listening. You gotta read the whole thing. Like I did, like you did. That's why I figured all this out, what the 7 seals are. The name of God's one. Certain passages in Isaiah definitely are one. Isaiah going all androgynous on your butt. There he is, right? But you don't understand what he's saying. You can dismiss it. He talks about a king giving suck with his breasts, using shad instead of Chiza, whatever it is, right? But that too is feminine, by the way. It ends in an H. Most H words are feminine. But that's why we're to be balanced, equal. Now, is the woman weaker than you? Yeah, you're her protector, right? But now, if she's doing something she wants to do, you ain't got to protect her. Like I said, I'm not trying to seduce Amanda and her boyfriend, right? And get him to not fuck her. I want them to be together and be happy, right? But if he don't, okay, what's she gonna do? Come to Georgia to have sex with me and I don't even know, right? Because of either the boyfriend or, Daphne, right? But she ain't gonna tell him. She's gonna pretend to go and then either really go or not, right? Now, she could also take a plane. She could also, right, drive the cars, right? She could even get a motel room on the way here, right? But that's what she would have to do because I don't even know where the hell she's at. I don't keep